What's up guys, NoxFox here, bringing you some information on the new hero Rona. So our good friends at Super Evil Megacorp have this really cool description of her and her abilities. So let me go ahead and read that for you guys. Alright, so here's the description of Rona. Rona is a deadly berserker who is always ready to leap into battle. She holds her own in melee combat, unleashing enormous damage for anyone who stands and fights. Rona is best played in the jungle, pairs well with protectors, and works well with both weapon and crystal builds. Alright, so let's start off with her heroic perk, or her passive ability. Rona attacks 50% faster than most heroes, but she deals only 80% damage with each attack. Additionally, Rona's abilities use blood rage instead of energy, a unique resource that is generated from basic attacks, abilities, and taking damage from enemies. This caps at 100 and decays when Rona leaves combat. Energy and energy regeneration from items is converted to in-combat blood rage generation. Alright, so already we can tell that Rona is just going to be a straight up fighter. She's got that boost to her auto attack speed, and she needs to be in combat to get her resource to do any kind of ability. I'm kind of expecting something similar to maybe a Cruel, just somebody that can get into fights, do a lot of damage, but also take some. She's going to have to be able to take at least some damage because she's going to have to be up in the melee to get anything done. So Rona's first active ability is called Into the Fray. Rona leaps into battle, gaining blood rage from colliding with enemies. She also gains damage reduction based on the number of enemy heroes she hits. And then after a short delay, the ground erupts, slowing enemies who pass over it. So this is going to be a really cool ability just in general. I think it's going to be really great for escape, because not only does she get that distance from the leap, but then the effect afterwards that affects the ground and causes enemies to walk slowly over it is just gonna slow anyone down who's already chasing you. So you're gonna get some of that distance, and then by the time they reach where you would have been, they're gonna be getting hit by that slow. Okay, so Rona's second active ability is called Foe Splitter. Rona lunges at her target, landing a basic attack and gaining blood rage. Briefly after using this ability, she can reactivate it to attack again, consuming all of her blood rage and applying a mortal wound to her target. The damage of the second attack is increased for each point of blood rage consumed. Additionally, the cooldown for the ability is reduced by Rona's basic attack. So this second ability here also gives her some more mobility, which means that I'm expecting Rona to be a pretty sticky fighter here. I think it's going to be really hard to peel Rona. Something that's really interesting about the second ability, though, is the mention of Mortal Wound, applying a mortal wound to her target. At the time of this recording, we don't have any information on what Mortal Wound is. It's not mentioned anywhere. So this ability could be pretty interesting depending on what that Mortal Wound effect actually does. We'll have to find out maybe in the reveal or once she actually gets into the game. Yeah, but definitely going to have a lot of mobility. I think it's going to be hard to keep her away from you. Now onto the last ability, which is called Red Mist. Rona begins an axe-wielding whirlwind, continually dealing weapon damage to nearby enemies. During the whirlwind, she can move freely but at a reduced speed. She can cancel the ability at any time by reactivating it or using another ability. Red Mist requires at least 75 blood rage to activate. So this is going to be Rona's big signature move, her big finishing, ultimate, badass move. But to be able to activate it all, you're going to need at least 75 blood rage. So I can definitely see strategies with her where you would want to build up blood rage maybe on enemies, like on minions and such first before getting into a fight whenever possible, or even on the turret. If you'll notice in the gameplay footage here, as Rona attacks NPCs and the turret, she still gains that blood rage, so it doesn't necessarily have to be an attack on a hero, it doesn't seem like. So similar to how you might want to try to get stacks with Glaive first, or with Koshka, trying to get stacks before getting into combat, I can definitely see it being pretty common to try to get some attacks in on NPCs to build up that blood rage first before getting into a fight. Overall, sounds like a really cool character. I really like the design and the visual concept of having a really cool barbarian type character. I'm really digging that. So yeah, so it looks like we got another really cool addition to our roster, along with all the other just great stuff that's going to be coming along with this patch. Definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the footage without me yapping over it, and you can see what you think of Rona for yourselves. So alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video, and later. Bye.
No.